Drew Lock was supposed to start tonight. ESPN, national audience, his chance to try to take the starting job away from Geno Smith as they get ready for an ESPN ABC game week 1 when Russell Wilson comes to town. Tonight it's Justin Fields and the Bears. Geno Smith gets the start for the Seahawks. And also, Carroll said no decision on the week 3 preseason game against the Cowboys as to who starts at quarterback. It's easy to say, well, Drew Lock gets his turn then. I think by then, some of these teams, if you've got uncertainty at quarterback, you're morphing toward, you're leaning toward, you're skewing toward the guy that's going to be your week 1 starter because you're doing a dry run in week 3 of the preseason. This whole 3-game preseason, everybody approaches it differently than the standard approach we had with 4.
Right.
But I get the feeling, based on the way Carroll answered the question of whether Locke gets his chance next week, I think that they're going to treat next week like we're getting ready for week 1. I think it's just going to be Geno Smith week 3, and it's going to be Geno Smith week 1.
Yeah, I'll be interested too, Mike, to see how they handle it because you're right. Like throwing Drew Lock out, okay, Geno plays pretty good tonight, has a good game, right? And then to me, you might just be confusing the situation by throwing Drew Lock out there again as a starter. Okay, so now let's say Geno, who did well last week and does well tonight, and now Drew Lock goes out there and does well. I mean, to me, it'll divide the team a little bit. I don't know if there's really a positive there. Divide the fan base. It'll make the whole situation, more up in the air, and that's where I would be surprised. I would be surprised unless Geno really didn't play well tonight, and if Geno looked like, oh man, all right, wait, there's some things to be concerned about here, and everything, and as far as that's concerned. Then, okay, maybe you bring Drew Lock. But if Geno's pretty solid tonight, I wouldn't mess with that.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I still feel like, and I've felt this way from the get-go, Pete Carroll wants to take on Russell Wilson with Geno Smith, not Drew Lock. And then it's up to Geno Smith to hold the job. And we see this all the time. When you have 2 quarterbacks relatively equal, neither one is great. What does that mean? They're both going to play at some point this year, and the Seahawks are going to try to string together enough wins to sneak out a playoff berth. What do you want to see out of Justin Fields tonight? He's 4 for 7 for 48 yards. Had a nice throw, had that out route that I initially was impressed by, but when we looked at it on film, the throw to Tajay Sharp, it wasn't as crisp, it wasn't as frozen rope-ish as it needed to be. Here's the throw that I liked to Darnell Mooney, kind of a back shoulder 50-50 ball. Great play by Mooney.
Yep.
But the throw to the other side, and it'll show up later in this pack here, that really looked impressive in real time. That's all we got. It just wasn't that kind of Trey Lance authority.
Exactly.
Where that's one of those moments where it's time to unleash the zoom, get it there.
Right.
Kind of fell in. What do you expect to see out of him tonight?
Well, he's on the right track. I mean, he surprised me last year with throwing the ball better than maybe I expected coming out of Ohio State. He was certainly more consistent that way. I think we just want to see that. I know he can make the freakish type plays. We know that, and he can launch the ball down the field, and he's going to have a few runs that are unbelievable. But as we always talk about, I think just the big thing is, and it is not even necessarily just all him. It's their offense. Who are some other answers on that offense other than Darnell Mooney? Who can they pick you apart with? Who can Justin Fields sit in the pocket and go through and make the right reads and, have that surgicality that I like to talk about so much? That's the big thing to me that I'd like to see. Again, the throwing is good. It doesn't pop to me off, just totally. I don't go, oh, wow, that just looks real special all the time. And as we both know, in this league, the best quarterbacks, when it comes down to playing the best defenses in football, you got to stand there in the pocket and dice people up that way. And I guess that's just the next step or level I want to see from Justin Fields and that offense in general. Do they have enough to even help him out do that and look the way we want him to look?
Yeah, I look at Justin Fields, and at some level he's got to be thinking, where's all my help?
Yeah.
All these other young quarterbacks are getting help.
Right.
What are they doing for me? And what does this new regime really think of me? I know what they're saying to me. What do they really think of me? And I want to see, and I know that we feel this way about rookies, do they look the part? With Justin Fields, does he look the part with no other parts around him, right? Can he play well enough when we know it's going to be one-man band in a lot of situations with Justin Fields? Although, look, I don't want to take anything away from Darnell Mooney and Tajay Sharp. They did look good last week, but they don't have the names. They don't have the depth. They don't have the skill level at receiver that maybe they should have.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.